Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Mommy,
barrister.
um, Mr.
Yeah, how
Chinedu,
you doing? Yeah, how you doing?
good evening. I'm doing great.
Yeah, Mohammed.
Yes,
Hello.
yes, Mr.
How you
Chinedu.
doing? Yeah, how you
Yeah, I'm
doing?
fine. I'm
I'm
fine.
Simon.
We can thank God.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching us from. My name is Chinedu Anichi, your one and only celebrity salesman, and this is Chinedu Anichi TV, United States of America. And naturally, today we are going to Northern Nigeria, 19 states in Nigeria plus Federal Capital Territory. The great Northerners are here already, showing elements of punctuality, elements of responsibility, and elements of transparency. So even me, will be host self, man, before I reach, uh, barrister don't come, barrister don't show, Mohammed don't show. They already waiting for me. I say, yeah. Now so they do it for North. Now we say Nigeria don't better. Because leadership starts with qualitative tendencies,
Yeah.
positive tendencies. When they are transparent in the leader, you know that the leadership is sure. Is a sign that we are working with very responsible and great leaders among you. So I am so grateful. My people, Chinedu Anichi TV family in United States of America, those of you in Europe, those of you in Asia, those of you in Australia, those of you in Africa, especially in Nigeria, especially in the 19 northern states of Nigeria, we are here today. And we are here today to showcase concern for the unity, concern for peace, concern for economic liberty, and concern for coexistence, mutual coexistence, and peaceful coexistence in the northern Nigeria. And these individuals that have painstakingly leaving behind all the taxes they have today to come and educate us, come and interact with us, and come and show fatherly and brotherly concern for northern Nigeria, you are highly welcome. So, on behalf of the Chinedu Anichi TV family all over the world, I welcome you, sir. So, I welcome
Thank
most
you.
especially Sirajo Abubakar Esquire. Sirajo Abubakar Esquire,
Thank you, sir.
please, can you talk to our people?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I think it is a pleasure for me to be part of this house today. And by God's grace, we're going to give our own contribution toward this discuss. Thank you all for watching. Wherever you are watching this program, we hope that this program will be enlightening, educative, and informative. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah, this time I am calling on Zakaria Mohammed. Zakaria Mohammed, can you talk to our people?
Yeah, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from wheresoever you are watching us from. I am actually delighted to be part of this discussion tonight, and we hope it's going to be a very faithful and fruitful and, of course, going to be impactful to our people. Thank you.
Okay, I'm bringing up our brother also, and that is Isakawa. I'm trying to bring up the other brother. He's already here. I don't know. I can't find him again. The third speaker is already here. But before then, I'm bringing our brother, the coordinator of the Chinedu Initiative, Northern Nigeria, and that is Right Comrade Isakawe. Right Comrade Isakawe. As usual, greet your people.
Good evening, listeners across the globe. Good evening, my guests in the house today. My name is Right Comrade Isakawel. I'm the coordinator of Chinedu Initiative in the 19 northern states. I want to sincerely apologize for citing quite behind schedules. Watching, listening, and we're going to be educative today. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. I don't know. The way are using a very high streaming power in not a normal Facebook entrance, and sometimes there's a technicality involved. And I don't know if Isakawa, I don't know if you told them. Yes, because you need to share this live video in your page before joining. Because once you join, you cannot share it. Isakawa, did you tell them?
Sorry, I think I did not notify them. I think they can quit and share it. And then
So, Sario, please, you can go and share this thing in your page because we're using a high-powered this live streaming for TV. Those on Facebook, those who are followers on Facebook will not see your notification. So they will only be seeing it in my page. So for your followers to see what you're doing, which I know you inform them you are going to be on TV, you will go out, share this live video in your page on Facebook, then use the link and come in. So while you are in now, they will be seeing you live in your page. And please, the third speaker, we're waiting for you. You came in successfully. I saw you. I was about bringing you up. So don't be afraid. This thing can take up to 12 speakers. So
Mr. Mohammed.
Isa, did you share the stuff?
Yes, I think I've done my own. I think we are waiting for Barrister and Mohammed to do so. You have to quit first, then you share it before coming back to this.
Yes, you can share it while you're here.
Okay.
You quit.
We have to leave.
Yeah, just share it in your page and then use the same link and come back. Well, we're waiting for you.
Thank you. We'll do that. We'll do that.
I think the top speaker is encountering a bit network challenge, but I think he will join us soon.
Yeah, but he came in successfully. He was in here. I was about bringing him in. So it's also good that he shares it in his stuff before coming in here. So
okay, let me know.
Okay. Yes, okay. Suleiman Abubakar Haruna. Yeah, Suleiman, how you doing? You're welcome. Isaka, well, you're back. Yep. Yeah, so my people, you see, how are you doing? You see, please, you push, you share this live video in your page. Share it in the group also. I've shared it. And share it in the other of your platforms.
Barrister, did you send the link?
Yes, of course I did. It is on my
I
Facebook and
think
other platforms.
No, no problem. No problem. Anybody, once is on your page, they are not speakers. Those
Siraj
people are not
Abubakar, I
speakers.
think. On Facebook.
I think the link is only important, very important for the people who want to come in here. And the major
Okay.
speakers. We can only leave the link open if we want to bring in somebody else. I can send, if the person is already here watching us, I can send the link to the person through this place. Do you understand? Don't do that. Don't do that. The link to the person through this place. Do you understand? Don't do that. Don't do that. The link to the person through this place. Do you understand? Okay. Yeah, my people were here already. Zakaria Muhammad is here. Sarijo Abubakar Esquire. That's Barrister is here. Isa Kawa is here, my people. Our topic today is the problems of the Northern Nigerian youths and possible solutions. So we are not going to waste your time anymore. We are bringing in our very erudite and exposed scholars and individuals who have graced this particular occasion, and we are privileged to have them. So I want, wherever you are, try and share this to our families in Europe and Asia and everywhere. If you are listening to us maybe live or online or offline, this is Chinedu Anichi TV, United States of America. And we have a slogan, and our slogan is, "We rise by lifting others." And so in such attitude and tendency, we want to rise in a peaceful, unified, and very serene atmosphere. And that is why we have always considered humanity as the center of everything we do. Love above religion, love above color, love above race, and love above tribe. And that's why you are seeing an Igbo man's television housing Hausa man, housing Muslims, housing Hindus, those you call pagans. If there's anything like that, then we are here. as humans to interact with ourselves and how to develop ourselves and become better individuals. So I want to first of all bring Sarijo Abubakar to see what he can tell our people. So Sarijo, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir. The Northern Nigerian youth actually face numerous challenges and which limit their potentials. First of which, I think we should look at the issue of unemployment, which is linked to poverty. We all know there is that particular saying that says, "An hungry man is an idle workshop." So whenever a person is unemployed, he becomes a friend to a devil. Most recently, this issue of kidnapping, banditry, scholars have said, and that all these issues are linked to unemployment and poverty. One person cannot actually overcome, cannot actually conquer his basic needs, there is likelihood and tendency that that person can commit an atrocities. So this is, I think, a very fundamental issue that actually affects the North and the country at large. And then the other issue I think that need to be considered is the lack of education. The statistic is there. The Northern Nigeria is left behind in terms of education, most especially when you go to rural areas. I know of a village where I think there's only one NCE holder. Now, that in itself is a challenge that actually affects the North. And the other issue that I think that we should actually look at is the issue of drug and substance abuse. It is quite unfortunate that majority of the youths in the Northern Nigeria are into drugs, which actually affects their way of thinking and their life in general. So I think these are issues that are sacrosanct and affect the youths in Northern Nigeria. I think this is for now. Those issues, I think, are the major issues that affects youths in the Northern Nigeria. Thank you. I think this, to my own view, are the most critical and the most fundamental issues that affects Northern Nigeria. Thank you.
Okay. And these issues are, as you say, they are sacrosanct. I think Umar Farouk Lawa is here. Umar is back. Umar, please allow your video, allow everything in your phone. When you are coming in, it will be asking you, allow the microphone, allow this thing. We're using a higher powered streaming content. Okay. So you are already here, but you are not connected to device. Please follow the step. Allow your video, allow when the system asks you, allow video, allow microphone, allow everything. You're here, but you cannot be connected because you did not allow these things I told you. So while Zakaria Mohammed, you have heard what Sariyo Abubakar Esquire said. So what is your own view?
Yeah, I think we just need to add to what he says. Most of the problems that are associated to the youth in the North is actually particularly, we are going to look at education, which we are actually lacking behind compared to other regions in the country. And of course, the unemployment rate that we have in the country in general to say, although is something that is actually general in the country, but looking at the percentage in the northern part of the country, we are going to see that the rate is actually high in the north, based on the fact that we have a lot of people who are actually out of school, who don't have formal education. And all these kind of lead to other negative activities that you know, linked to the kidnapping, the likes of other banditry and all those that are actually happening currently in the northern part of the country. By the time you see these people, you realize that they are lacking all these fundamental rights that they're supposed to have even actually gotten. And we are going to look at it by saying that a lot of parents are not actually need to be sensitized about allowing their children to attend school, and of course telling them the importance of education, because when we look at it, we are going to see that a lot of parents don't actually even believe in this formal education, or they don't even give it much attention, or kind of make it a priority to their children. So this also need to be given more emphasis by enlightening the parents of the importance of formal education. So if we should start by giving the by that is calling the attention of the parent to see the importance of education, I think we are going to go a long way, because by the time the parents are not giving much priority to it, you will see that even the children will not be serious about it. And we still have some parents who actually want to, but based on financial capability, most of their children are out of school based on the fact that the school fees is something that they cannot afford. But looking at the government schools, where some of the government schools are actually free, we are going to see that majority of the schools, the teachers are not actually even you know, serious about the education, or maybe the curriculum or whatsoever. So these are the things that we actually need to kind of look at very well, and you know, see that we give more priority on the main thing that will help and that will assist in seeing the importance of formal education for our people. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think we're having problem with Umar Farouk. Umar Farouk, please just go off the stream, come in fresh with the stream, and follow the instruction. You are here, but we cannot. Oh God, we cannot access you because you did not follow the instruction. There's an instruction there saying allow microphone, allow video, allow. Just follow the allow, and if you are listening to me, Issa, you can also try to reach him, please. So let him allow. He is here already, but we cannot access him because he did not allow the microphone and the video.
Okay.
So my people, we have heard from Zakaria Mohammed. So, and everything Sirayo said is like it's just the same thing that Mohammed said. Okay, Aliyu. Okay, Aliyu Usman Haji is here.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Aliyu, how are you doing? So
I'm fine, sir.
So what we are saying now is that education is the major thing, and you can see it is very, very clear that education is one of the fundamentals. So there's nothing we will discuss from what the Learned Council said and what Zachariah said. We know that education is at the center of this discussion. Lack of education, lack of basic education. You know, so and this education is not just one. This education is divided. They have formal and informal, and as the case may be in the north, they might be lacking the two, and they are fundamental because from how the world is going now, education is not about speaking grammar.
Of course.
Education is about having knowledge of the technical know-how of survival. You know, so what is ruling the world now is no more the grammar. It's about skill acquisitions that that solves problem of the society. You understand? Some of the people you see today, like the owners of all these great great platforms, social media platforms that are helping us to do this. Some of them are school dropouts. So, but they did not go the way of grammar. They did not go the way of acquiring professors, what do you call it, professorship or all this. Instead, they went tech way. And today, the world has embraced what tech has to offer. So those things are very important that we emphasize on it, so that when we say education, people will not only see it as if until you become a professor and put pencil on your hair, you know, those professors and be speaking big grammar. No. So what is it? Is enlightenment. One, being able to discover himself through formal or informal education, and being able to possess a skill by which he can offer a contribution to the development of the society. That is what I understand by education. You understand? And when somebody is lacking in this, is vulnerable to any kind of thing. He can do any kind of thing. Because the mind, as Sirayo said, is not preoccupied by, is not busy. So, and an idle mind is a devil's workshop, as we universally have accepted. So I think that is a very salient point and other points. So, Aliyu Mohammed Haji, I hope you listened to the two speakers before you came in.
No, I'm just coming in.
Okay, well,
Um,
our topic is about prevalent problems we used to have among youths in the north and possible solutions.
Thank you very much for giving me this golden opportunity. Let me first foremost appreciate and commend you for thinking about this topic while centering it on the north. The better truth which our leaders now doesn't want to hear is how can we highlight or educate the youth or the people of the north in order to live a normal life. Living a normal life in this world, somebody needs to be properly educated, because when you are educated, everybody knows that you can be easier, you can be governed in a very easy way. But once you allow people to go ignorantly without education, you can cheat them easily, and you can do whatever you want with them.
Go ahead. Hello.
Hello? They don't appreciate what is going on. Sorry, my discussion was interrupted by a call.
Okay. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. So in the north, if you look Historically, northern part of Nigeria were vast Islamically. They were vast. The Muslims were vast Islamically. That was why when the westernization, that is the Western education, came, there were so many conflicts on the general acceptability or otherwise of the Western education, because it's average people in the north were educated Islamically, but people were seeing some that have the belief in going for Western education as infidel. You understand? As people who are enemies to Islam or to the North. It was gradually that people started to accommodate and accept Western education in the North. So that is why maybe the advancement of Western education in the South compared with the North, the South has gone far. It was later on the general acceptability of Western education, we started realizing it in the North. But that notwithstanding, I think we have something in common, both in the North and the South. If you look at the Constitution of Nigeria, under and other principles, people are interrupting me, my discussion. We can say that our leaders have failed woefully in giving us the necessary quality education we required. And they are benefiting from their inability to make us to be well educated. Understand? So they are the benefit they are getting or they are realizing is the result of the ignorance, the love of high level of ignorance of the Western education in the North. That is why if you are educated, as everybody knows, the level of knowing your right, knowing your obligation, knowing what the government should do to you, knowing the responsibility you have on the government, you understand? It will be easier. It will be easier in terms of application, in terms of, you understand? That is why I think even the level of poverty increases day by day. When you go to Abuja, you see most of the offices in Abuja, you see northerners are being afraid of going there. Most of the northerners that are in Abuja, 70% of out of 100 are either tricyclist drivers, you understand, casual workers, and the rest. Major offices that the northerners should accommodate. Even if the slots are given to the people of the north, they corner it somewhere else. This is the result of the ignorance, you understand, of the Western education. We are very, very poor. We are very, very poor in respect of the level of education that we ought to have obtained at this time. But maybe time is changing. People are now starting to realize that until we are educated, then vision. Sun daman da kira wani.
Yeah, Farouk, please come in. We're still waiting for you. I think Farouk is here. I don't know. We're still waiting for you, Farouk. Okay. I think Farouk is here. Yeah, I think he's here. Who is this? Oh, another. Okay. So our brother is here, Matissa Esquire. How are you, Matissa? Matissa, are you hearing me? All right. You're on mute. Hello, Matissa, are you hearing me? Kabiri Matissa Esquire, are you hearing me? Can you talk now? Maybe he's not hearing.
Khalil Kabir. Hello.
Yes, sir, please mention his name. I don't know how to mention it. The name is
Khalil Kabir Mantisa.
Matissa, are you hearing us?
Perhaps he muted him. I should call him and call him to order.
No, I can mute him. Okay. So please, I understood that a lot of people are disturbing some people, and that's why their phone is going off and on. It's natural in Nigeria. You know, people will continue to call you. Even when you reject their call 3 times, our people, they will still be calling you. until you must answer. That's their name. Their name is you must answer. So our brother has said something, and it's gone out. So Matissa, are you with us now? Matissa, are you with us now? Are you hearing us? Are you hearing us now, Matissa?
Yes, the problem is that the network is not very clear, and the environment I am now is not that favorable to the program. But I want to rush back into the car, or I will go back home now to continue. I'm supposed to have an earpiece because I'm outside.
Okay, we're waiting. Just when you get home, use the same link and come back. You can.
All right, no problem.
Okay, you can.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you can exit now. Okay, thank you, my people. I think our brother was being distorted, and that's why he left, maybe to settle it behind scene. So, Zakaria, you mentioned education, and you did not in details. The brother that just came in was trying to give us details of how, the northern Nigeria, first of all, embraced Islamic religion, and as a result of that, automatically embraced Islamic education before Western education. So it's not as if they were not educated, but they were not educated in a Western form, in ab initio. So when the Western education came, there were features that made the environment was hostile to Western education. But as time passed, so we gradually in the North started embracing Western education. And as a result of that, according to him, it has impaired a lot of things, has resulted to unemployment, and it has resulted to poverty and all what have you. And by way of extension, he mentioned that some of the leaders are using that opportunity, to cash into a lot of corrupt practices. Because if you are not well educated and exposed, you might not even know your rights, and you will not even know how to demand for them. So some of them will want the North and the youth to be perpetuated in their ignorance and illiteracy so that they will continue in their corrupt practices. So I think that was what he brought up. So do you agree with that, Zachary?
The thing is mooted.
Go ahead.
Yes, I will say I actually agree with him based on the fact that looking at what is actually happening currently in the North, of course, we can all agree that most of the people don't actually even know their rights, don't actually even know what they actually need to request from their leaders. So the leaders are actually making use of the opportunity to kind of continue their corrupt practices because they still believe that people don't actually even know their rights as an individual, as a kind of citizen of the country, as them being their representative to represent them, to forward their problems so that they will come back and solve the problem for them. If we should look at it the way things are going, we can all say that most of these leaders only even have time for their people maybe during the election period. That is when you see that they will come back home, kind of negotiate with the people, and kind of do all sort of things, promise them heaven and earth, this and that, and they will give them some token. At the end, once they finish or they win the election, you will see that they will leave, and after the election, they will not even do what they are supposed to be doing as the leaders. So if people actually even know their right to say, of course, all these things may not actually even be happening because they are actually enjoining the ignorance of majority of people within the region. So, and people are not actually even ready to kind of to know their own rights. So it is the only few that are enlightened, and it is only few that are well known about this right. So by the time you even come out to say you want to maybe challenge or whatsoever, they will be threatening you with all sort of things. And it is the same people within that place that they are going to use against the person that is actually speaking out. So you can see that we have a lot of problem because they are actually using the same masses against masses. By the time you say you are going to, you are going to speak out, so there is going to be a kind of a lot of threat up and down, and which I think people actually need to be oriented on their rights based on the fact that I think if people are well oriented and the leader actually sees that people are oriented and knows their rights, of course, a lot of things will kind of reduce, and they will know on how to make sure that they are doing the right thing instead of coming back after 4 years or during the election to kind of give people token, which is very unfortunate. This is exactly what is actually even happening. But we pray and hopefully, as time goes on, a lot of people are coming to realize that before 4 years coming back will not actually pay. And by the time the masses actually try to show them, I think the right thing will be done. But I just hope they should do it before the masses should rise against them. Thank you.
Okay, that's a very big point. That's a very big point. Council,
Yes, sir.
you heard Mohammed. So
Yes,
how the leaders are taking advantage of people's ignorance and lack of education
of
to
course.
continue to perpetuate their stay in stagnance and continue to make promises, which some of them are not even visited, and they will come back again to continue to show us how indifferent they are to the growth of the youths. And most
Of course.
importantly, he mentioned something that even when you want to speak out for these people, because they are not well educated, they are not well informed, even you that wants to speak out, the same leaders whom you want to liberate them from their shackles will use the same people against you.
Of course.
Because of what? Because of ignorance, because of lack of education, which results to poverty. Because when the person is poor, when he's not educated, he cannot be employed, he will not have a skill. And once the so-called corrupt leaders come around and give them just stop one bullying van and bring some naira notes and share. So Akwai Surutu, you understand?
Of course.
Everywhere, trouble. So that is the problem. And this is as a result of lack of exposure. So what do you think, Sirayo? So let us not always emphasizing on problem and problem and problem and problem. So, Sirayo, what do you suggest could be possible solutions to this problem so that we can now liberate the such vulnerable people in the north, so from this kind of experience that is militating against both our economic and human progress.
Of course. Nelson Mandela, of blessed memory, has a saying that education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world. So I think if we need to end this menace, I think it lies with the will of the people
Network. Okay,
correct.
Sirayo,
I
okay, go
think
ahead.
I have, yes, we need to have an access to quality education in the north. And this can be done only by the government by actually building infrastructures, that is the school itself. Because if there are villages, if you can go, you cannot even have a single classroom where students will learn. Most of those villages, students live under the tree or a very shattered building to learn. And in most of these villages, some villages, you only find one teacher. That teacher would take all the subjects in the school. So I think access to quality education is not only the way, but the future. I think quality education is one. Two, our politicians must have the will and the zeal to help its people get out of this unruly horse of lack of education so that our people can be independent and they cannot be threatened by any politician or any other person. And the third thing, which is very fundamental, is for our religious leaders, because most of us in the north listen to them to advocate for quality Western education. That our people should not only restrict themselves to learning Islamic or informal education. So I think when these things is done, I think the issue of lack of education in the north will be eradicated, and then our people will be liberated, and then everyone will know his right, and then there will not be tools in the hands of politicians again. I think when this is done, I think the North will rise again. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so this education, no, you see, there's something that bothers us, that when they continue to say government, 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 and the government we are talking about, they are not listening to us. This thing has been said severally. So as a result, we need to challenge ourselves. We need to challenge ourselves as young people. You know, we need to take the bull by the horn. You see, the young people should be able to start doing some things, start doing some things for themselves. First of all, the young people should start a kind of value system that starts with themselves. First of all, they have to start valuing themselves. Because when you don't value yourself, the other person outside there will not value you.
Of course.
So the problem now is that even when you are not a graduate, you are not educated to that level, man, you need to value yourself. If somebody call you, even though you are not educated to that level, you have value. You are a human being. And you can say, come, I don't want all these things. It's not everything they speak in grammar. They can talk to you in Hausa and speak Hausa for you, you understand. So the natural wisdom in you will help you to begin to value yourself. And when our youths in the North begins to value themselves, those leaders will come, they will begin to have concern for qualitative knowledge through education. Because if any single thing we make ourselves, you know, they use us and they do anyhow with us. So what's their business? They know that each time they beckon us to use us, we are valuable. So, but if we have value for ourselves, do you understand? The first thing is for us to, the value principle of the Northern youths. What do they value? You see, now, people are in government, even during the exercise of bringing up people that will lead us, do they really consider the kind of quality of people? What's their value principle? Is it the person that is carrying money? Is that what they value? Is it somebody that have contributed to the northern communities? Is it somebody that they know their history? Is it based on tribe? Is it based on religion? Is it based on kind of clique and partisan associations? So people should be able to begin to reason and begin to value human beings and themselves at the center of events. Because let me tell you, when they say you are a Muslim, you have to be a human being before you become a Muslim. There's no cow that is a Muslim. Do you understand? Before you become a Christian, you have to be a human being. Because there's no a car passing by the road cannot be a Christian. So humanity is the first principle. The first principle is humanity. You need to be a human being first before any of these things. And that is why we begin to think in another dimension. So what is the value principle of the young people? So the orientation and the campaign, unavoidably important now in the northern area of Nigeria, is the concept of our value principle. What do we value? Even if you are not educated in the Western way, what do you value? Even before education came, our people used to value things naturally. Do you understand? So, do you value your fellow human being? Because when they say this one, if you value somebody, if you value human being at the center of events, when you begin to see, you see, when there's a debate I went for in the social media, and we are talking about the problem of Nigeria. Some people say the problem of Nigeria is leadership. I said no. People were shocked. They say it's religion. I said no. They say this one, this one. I said no. So everybody said, well, Chinedu, why are you talking like that? What do you think is the problem of Nigeria? I said the problem of Nigeria is our value principle. What do we value? Do you understand? What do you value? When you hear that you come to the United States of America, you see security, this place I am now, if I just put a call for police, latest in the next 2 minutes, police is here or less than that. Why? This security system was put in place because they want to protect human life. So the value for human life is at the center. When they do a good road from Meduguri to Bauchi
Kano.
or to Gombe and all those, or to Kano, all those good roads is for human beings to pass. It's not meant for animals. So human beings as the center of every tendency for development. So value principle is the thing that we lack in Nigeria. And that is what is at the center of the problem. Let me tell you, if you go to other countries, there are some other countries that don't have Western education, and they are doing well. They are just embracing Western education gradually, and they are doing well. So the major problem, I know that education is part of it, but the major thing is the value principle. What do we value as Nigerians? What do we value as Northerners? When you value religion more than human being, if anything is coming between me and you, I will be first of all thinking, is he a Christian or a Muslim? You will not think, is he a human being? But when your value principle is centered on humanity, that is the only way by which Zakaria and Abubakar and Isakawe and Chinedu will be in the same station talking about one thing. So the unifying principle, the LCM between us here now, is what? The value principle of how can the Northern young man grow. So what we want to center our value is what we are talking about now is let the scholars, let the Christian scholars, let the Islamic scholars, let the social scholars and our politicians begin to give a reorientation to our people to begin to value humanity at the center of everything they are doing. When they say somebody is in government and is building hospital, is it for animals? No, the hospital is for human beings. So that if you are sick, they can always restore your health. Do you understand? So the difference between America and Nigeria is not money, it's not leadership, it's not all those things. It's what do they value? What can make somebody carry money and run away from a pension board where our old fathers that have served the nation are queuing up and some of them are falling down and dying because of their BP? So when somebody has the mind to run away with millions of naira that should be used to pay them, is because the person don't value what? Human beings. What will make an INEC officer if Kano State has voted for somebody and he decided to call another person that was not voted for to become the governor of Kano State is because he has no value for human beings. What will make a police officer when he comes in a situation and you call him and say, so thing is happening there, he will begin to ask you if the person is tall or short. It's because what? He doesn't value human life. So we should go back to the campaign of the value for human beings above religion, above color, above tribe. When you see somebody abroad, you see how our people are bad. You just see somebody abroad. Hey, hi, yeah, bros. Hi now. Where you come from? I'm in Nigeria. Oh, good. Once you say good, he will tell you where you come from too. You say I'm in Nigeria. Say which side? So Nigeria is not enough as an identity until you mention which side. They want to know which side. Okay, when you finish with which side, you say, bros, you say, I'm from Kano. Are you a Muslim or Christian? So you see. So his parameter for judging or interacting with you, his criteria for dealing with you is, first of all, where do you come from? And the second one is, what's your religion? This is what we must liberate our people from. Educated or not educated, if they are still under there are many educated people that still have this kind of web. They are webbed into this thing, I'm telling you. Very educated, living outside Nigeria. Do you understand? So something will be happening. Somebody will just rush you and ask you, is there an outside man? Like something is happening in Enugu now. The keke man, maybe Okada jam keke, you know, and the keke man is on the ground. People will rush there, come there, say, who be that? They say, nah, Aboki. They say, nah, Aboki. Are you hearing me? So Aboki life doesn't matter. Do you understand what I'm saying, Zakaria?
Oh, yes.
So the center of the campaign we must carry out is the center of value principle. What do our people value? What do we value? Let Nigerians begin to value human beings, not where they come from, not their religion. Once we begin to do that, you will see there will be peaceful coexistence between the Northerners and the Southerners, and you will see that interaction will bring a lot of liberation. People will be confident to invest on each other. This is the reason why people like us decided, they said, Serita said, instead of the whole world being in darkness, light a candle. What we are doing today is look small, but we don't know where it will end. It looks small. That an Igbo man's television is inviting an Hausa man to sit down and start talking about how the Hausa man will be nice. We are setting a pace for others to learn. And you see how many viewers do we have? We don't have viewers here because of what? We are saying something positive. If we start talking something negative, you will see that everybody will be sharing this live video. Everybody will want to come and know what is going on. That is what? That's the value principle. People trend. Things that are negative trend. Positive things don't trend. That's the value principle. What do people value? There is a comment you will make now, Sirayo Abubakar. You will just be making in the next 2 minutes. All your followers on Facebook will be live here to listen to that thing, so that when you come back, they will come to your house and attack you. That's the kind of things they want to hear. That's what can trend.
Yes.
But when you are talking about how the young man sitting down there will drop plates and begin to make life for himself and stop begging and start making life for himself, that man will not listen to it. So value principle is what we need. And this kind of thing can easily be given through the scholars. You know, the other day, Haruna was here as an imam in our program. I told him that as an imam, you are a conscience builder, and you can really influence a lot of people. So you have to use the opportunity to talk to people. You have to use the opportunity to let people know that they have to change their mindset. My brother, think of if people have started what I'm doing now in the North for like 4 or 5 years ago, it must have generated something serious. So I challenge you people to take this thing we are doing here serious by letting your people know. Every Wednesday they have to come out and be listening. Wednesday, they have to come out because social media is a very good tool. We cannot continue to follow the people that are doing bad. You will say that Davido said this one. They will say, Ari, why you unfollow him? So Ari, why you can unfollow Davido when he says something wrong? But if somebody else says something good, have you ever said, let Ari, why you go and follow the person? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And those people who are saying that, what is their value principle? What is center? What did they start to benefit? They are egocentric. All they need is their own personal life and how they can grow. So we make it as a point of duty, Mohammed, no matter how the Martin Luther Jr. of the blessed memory in America, he said, if you cannot run, you can walk. If you cannot walk, you can crawl. What is important is that you're moving.
You're moving, yeah.
So somebody needs to keep moving. So when we make disciples of these ideologies, we forget about how many people that are. Let me tell you, when I started this TV, I used to go live and I'll be talking to myself, no follower. I started this thing a few months ago. I've been talking to myself, my brother. Nobody is listening to. I'm the one talking and I'm the one listening. At the end of the day, you see like 2 views or 0 views. But I didn't give up. Today I'm talking, I'll be talking. Today I have 12,000 people in few months. So what we are saying is, let the value principle of our northern youth change. Let nobody set you against your fellow youth. Because if you value human being, why should they tell you, say, this one from the other local government, you should not come to your local government. And you go and wait for the person. The man whom you have not seen that is in tinted glass will come and tell you something, and you begin to, all those your voices, those who are your voices in the street, you want to bring them down. And when they go down, you have no voice. So, Comrade Issa Kamel, what have you to contribute to what we're saying?
Actually, the key points that deals with the challenges and problems of northern Nigeria has been figured out by Barrister Suraj Abubakar. I want to contribute my own quota in respect to one of the aspects, that's drug abuse. Drug abuse has been a very serious challenge facing our youth in northern Nigeria. A lot of our youth today have been falling because of drug abuse. A lot of our youth has become school dropout, not because of anything but drug abuse. And I think something needs to be done in that aspect. Most of the crimes on social basis are perpetrated by those that abuse the drugs. I think we should not leave government alone to tackle this problem. We on our part, we need to stand up, most especially we as youth. We need to stand up, start a campaign against drug abuse, most especially from our local communities. Campaign through advices, campaign through local majalisas, campaign through our religious leaders, campaign through our youth organizations, that's tribal youth groups, state youth groups. With my little knowledge that I happens to go around all the 19 northern states, and I happens to at the same time go to some of the areas where such activities are carried out just for experience purpose. I believe the authority, that's the government, that's the enforcement agencies, I can blame them here because they are not doing their job. No state in northern Nigeria you enter today and ask anybody from the street about where people are taking drugs, that they will not take you to those streets. And the law enforcement agencies are aware of those places. And I don't know, I always wonder why. Just this evening, on my way coming back home, along this Donkat Valley way, I was stopped by NDLA officials. They were searching. I asked them, why are you searching here by the roadside? Well, those people that are abusing drugs are in areas where you know the areas and you can go and catch them. So I think the government officials need to stand up. If the personnel are not much, recruitment need to be done so that we have a lot of personnel to start tracking those people that are abusing drugs. Because once something started like small, I not provide a solution to it. That's how it will keep on increasing. And before you know it, the entire community will be affected. It is in northern Nigeria today that there are specific drugs that you categorize it to a particular state. I was discussing with somebody who was telling me if it is cigarette, if you go to Kasina, they are very good in taking cigarette. If it is cocaine, if you go to so state. If it is wheat. So you see, it's something someone is proud of. Well, it's a problem. If you see armed robbers today, it's as a result of drug abuse. If you see kidnappers today, it's as a result of drug abuse. Once somebody abuses drugs and he's not doing anything, the next thing, as my guest in the house, Suraj Abubakar Barrister said, that an ideal man is a devil workshop. So once someone is into drug, there is nothing he cannot do. I want to call on this with a very loud voice that our religious leaders in northern Nigeria need to do something in that aspect. Because the rate is increasing. It's affecting our youth. A lot of youth have gone mad. If you go to the streets in northern Nigeria, you will see a lot of youth that have gone mad and is a result of drug abuse. If you go to psychiatric centers, I was discussing again with somebody who was telling me that you cannot count 10 houses and find out that there is no house that they don't have a mad person, and it's as a result of drug abuse. So I want to use this medium to call on our leaders in northern Nigeria, our religion leaders, youth groups, individuals like us, to contribute, provide a solution, bring something that this issue of drug abuse will come to an end in northern Nigeria. Another aspect I want to contribute my quota is the issue of value. On a serious note, something needs to be done. You were saying something that when you see somebody in America, you ask him, where are you from? You are from Nigeria. Which part of the country? Which part of Nigeria? Kano, Kaduna, Katsina, Sokoto, Enugu. The first thing the people will come into his mind is, what tribe are you? What religion you are? So these are very serious challenges. We cannot develop, we cannot help each other once we do not remove all this issue of identification in our mind. If you want to help somebody, help him without knowing his identity. Help him for the sake of God. You will be rewarded according to the religion you practice. But once you want to help somebody and you understood that the person is either a Christian or a Muslim, you stop helping because of his religion, I think we are not helping matters. These are problems that is seriously affecting us, we the youth in northern Nigeria. Most especially attached to some of the states. Like in Kaduna State, let me just give an example. Someone in the city cannot help someone in southern Kaduna because maybe he's a Christian. Why did God create us in the first place? Why did God make us to be in the same state in the first place? It's for a reason. He knows why he make it that way. Why not for us to embarrass all those things? For us to develop our society? I believe by the time I see myself as a Nigerian, I see you, the CEO of Chinedu and TV, as an Igbo man from Enugu State, as a Nigerian. That's when we start to see development. On this note, I'm calling on our northern youth, who has a matter of urgency, who has a matter, to please respect ourselves. don't see somebody as different because he's practicing a different religion. The first time I went to Abu Zaria, I see big churches there. I was asking, how comes this Abu Zaria? This is in Zaria. I was told that it's our founding fathers, that the Sardauna of Sokoto, that's during their time then when those big churches were built. I was asking somebody, I said, can those be built now? He said, no. I say, why? Are we different from them? We are all the same. We are human beings. Then why our ways of thinking? Why our love for our religion better than them? If truly we are one, if truly we are the same. So I think a lot of things like this, issues and things that we youth in northern Nigeria used to say no to, are things that we need to campaign for a better northern Nigeria, and for a better Nigeria. I think I will say full stop here for other speakers.
Okay, Comrade Issa, I think that's a great one. And we are now solution proof. And Mohammed, I want you to put one or two things as a solution to the problem.
Well, you see, we have actually made a lot of points regarding the problems of the youth in the north, where we made mention of prostitution and drug abuse, but we still kind of emphasize on enlightening. Yes, because it's very, very important and paramount by enlightening our people on trying to street their mindset from negativity to positivity by making sure that everybody sees something that is very important. We should kind of have same priority. We should see ourselves as one. Of course, we cannot say that the government should do everything. We as individual, we can of course start from ourselves, because it was said that charity actually begins at home, and of course, the change actually begins with ourselves. By the time we start the changes ourselves, I think we'll go a long way, because by the time we are blaming, we cannot be blaming the government on everything. We also have our own role to play, while the government actually have its own role to play. You can see what actually happened recently, where we had a bomb blast in a village in Kaduna State, where over like 100 and something people were actually killed. Where it was said that it was a mistake. This mistake, I think, is going to be the fifth mistake that actually even happened in the same northern region. But you can see they keep on making this mistake. Even when the first one actually happened, people were like saying it that this is ridiculous, this is this is unprofessional. The chief of air staff or whatsoever security should kind of resign. In a saint country, of course, these people need to resign and, of course, apologize. And, of course, whatsoever that is found guilty should be brought to the book. Just like what you just made mention earlier, Mr. Chinedu, where you said that in a minute when you just call a police, before you know it, the policeman will be here. He will be there with you to kind of, to attend to you, because the life and property of the people is the main priority. But what of in this country of ours? The same mistake keep on occurring and nothing has been done. The one that happened in Nasarawa, We were told that they are going to bring whatsoever, and up to today, nothing has been done about it. And you can see the one that just happened recently. A lot of eyewitness says that the bomb blast was actually took place 2 times. That was the first bomb, which if we consider that, we may say maybe is a mistake. But these people are not living in a place where the bandits are living. But you can see what happened. So if we address the first issue, the first bomb black mistake, the so-called the bomb black the mistake that happened in Banoda is Meduguri. If assuming we come out as people and we have the same mindset, the same telling the government, but look, this is unprofessional, this is something that's not supposed to happen, I think the second mistake will not happen, the third one will not happen, the fourth one will not happen, and this is the fifth one. So we have a lot on trying to orient our people on the right thing to be done, on the right thing that we need to demand our government to do for us. Just as we made mention earlier that the leaders are actually enjoying the majority of ignorance that we have in the region, trying to do whatsoever, and that is it. And we Nigerians, we have one thing. We always wait for a particular thing to happen before we take action, which is very bad. We need to kind of have a kind of plan A, plan B. If this also thing happen, what are the things that we need to be done? This thing continue happening and nothing has been done up to today. You can see people have started forgetting what actually happened recently in Kaduna, based on the fact that people always react when a particular incident actually happened, and give Nigerians just a week, before you know it, they will forget everything again. And government will continue, and another thing will still happen again. So I think people need to be very, very, very oriented. And kind of, we should of course know our right as individual, and we should kind of begin the change with ourselves. Because by the time we tell the government that we know our rights, we know what we are doing, we know what is supposed of them to do for us, I think we'll see a positive change within the, in the country. So giving priority to human life and to value human and to value the life and property of our people, I think will go a long way with that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You see, they say good minds always meet together. I think it's the Quran that said it. I don't know the particular place, but in Quran, but I know it's Quran that said that the two good minds will always meet together. I don't know the particular reference, but I know that it's in the Quran. So what we are saying is that when our orientations are positively done and our mindsets are set on the value of progress in Nigeria, devoid of tribe, devoid of religion, devoid of how much you have in your account, you will see that things will change. Because, like my tribe where I come from, what they value their own is money. If you like, maybe you are even, I don't know. You can be the worst person on earth, and since you have money, you understand? Everybody will say, yeah, ichie, eze ego, one, somebody that has no value just because he has cash. So when you your orientation, like in my own tribe, I'm from Igbo. When the Igbo man is considering issue of his brother, the rating in the society is how much does he have? You have seen how it has affected our society. The Yahoo boys are everywhere because everybody wants to make it so that it will be recognized. Since it is the criteria for recognizing people is money, they will not ask you where you get the money from. Do you understand? So the young men are taken into the streets, they have taken into different things to make money so that they can be recognized. And it's affecting everybody. The young people don't want to listen again. The young people don't want to follow our traditional values. The young people, things that are taboos, things that are considered like taboos in our place are done every time now because the people want to make it. They want to blow. Another thing is lack of exemplary leadership. The kind of things we are doing now, the kind of things we are seeing in Nigeria, whereby somebody comes and we just, we know you, and we were together yesterday and today, and we decided to just to vote you into one House of Rep or one House of Assembly or Senate. And in 3 months' time, you're already with some beauty, buying houses, buying lands, and nobody is asking you to come and give account of anything. You know, those things can make us decide to choose a bad thing. Because the people we voted for, the rate of which they are doing their thing, nobody is concerned. You understand? Nobody is concerned about how did they get to this level. It's affecting the mindset of the young people. They now believe that any which way is way. So I think this is where we have come. I think we have done the needful. We have all contributed, and so it is left for those of us who have the voice to continue. We cannot stop here. We will continue. So, Sirajo Abubakar, I thank you for coming and making this wonderful contribution.
Thank you, sir.
Zakaria, thank you. Isakawa is part of you already. So please, I want all of you that have ever attended this particular thing, if you consider it worthwhile, go home and keep the die rolling. Let others know about what we're discussing here every Wednesday. Let them participate. You never can tell. As we're moving, God is helping us. Maybe today, after saying this thing, 3 people will listen and change. Do you understand? Tomorrow, 2 people might listen. Next tomorrow. Before we know it, some reasonable person will begin to think right. It doesn't take a crowd to change a nation. It takes few people. And if those few people are made from our contribution in this TV, even if we are no more, behind us, we have left a legacy. And God will keep blessing us wherever we are.
Amen.
So we're rounding up, and I want Zakaria to say hello to our people. And what do you think about this TV? And what can you tell your followers about the TV? So, Mohammed, I want to hear from you.
All right, thank you once again for. I'm actually glad to be part of the program, and of course, this is something that is very commendable because in the 21st century that we are now, everything is on actually social media, and of course, just as you said earlier, the social media platform is a place where people actually rub minds and kind of found solution to to the problems that is actually lingering within our society. I can only also commend you to kind of think outside the box for bringing this program up and for kind of involving the youth to kind of make their own contribution so that we'll be able to see what we can do and of course to be able to solve some problems that are actually disturbing the youth. And the youth are actually the same people that will actually know their problem. So I commend you and I wish you the very best. And of course, we also go out because this is what we are actually been doing before. Continue to kind of talk to our people in way that we see that we can talk to them. By the time we see that maybe they are doing something negative, and we'll continue. And of course, you made mention that you do not actually relent. You started talking to yourself, this and that. And of course, today you are having more than 12,000 followers. Yes, in fact, I was impressed and I was also motivated because this is actually, you have the focus and of course you have determination. We can see that it's actually moving. And by the special grace of God, we hope that it will actually go to even where we are even expecting it to, beyond where we are even expecting it to go, so that our people will come and be listening. And of course, we'll see the change that we are actually seeking for. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Sirayo, just a few words for our followers, and we thank you for coming.
Thank you, sir. First and foremost, I will start by thanking the host, that is Chinedu Aneti, for inviting us to this program. And we look forward to another round of discussion. This discussion is very informative, very insightful, and we look forward for another day where we will still give our own contribution towards the solving the problem of our dear nation.
Okay. Thank you. Isakawa, what will you say to your people today?
First of all, let me use this medium to send a condolence message to our last week's speaker, Ambassador
Yes.
Mark Maimako Adams, for the loss of his lovely wife, Mrs. Mildred Adams. May her soul rest in peace. With this, I think we have come to the end of today's program. I want to use this medium on behalf of the 19 Northern State Youth to sincerely appreciate the effort of the CEO, Chinedu Anichi TB, for giving us this opportunity every Wednesday to anchor Hausa program or to anchor programs that deals with youth in Northern Nigeria. We appreciate you sincerely. And for our followers across the 19 Northern States, keep watching Chinedu Anichi TV every Wednesday from 8 to 10 p.m. Keep encouraging us. And for our guests in the house, Zakaria Mohammed from Kano State and Siraj Abubakar all the way from Kaduna State, we thank you for coming. We appreciate your contribution. We believe our youth have heard from you and will make use of all the contribution you give us here. And for our last speaker that was not here with us because of the network challenge, Alhaji Umar Farouk Nawal, thank you for your intention to be with us. Thank you for also packaging yourself to come and impact on Chinedu Anichi TV. Thank you all and God bless you. See you next week, Wednesday. Whether you are a guest or not, you can watch those people that will present next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Yeah, thank you, my people. I sincerely appreciate all your efforts, and this is all the way we are giving back to the society, you know. So, and we cannot be tired, so we keep moving. So, I thank all of you for coming. I thank Zakaria Mohammed from Kano State. I thank Sirayu Abubakar from Kaduna and the other speakers that tried to talk with us and didn't work out. We regret the challenges of network in Nigeria, but we sincerely thank all of you and thank the 19 states, Northern youth, especially the Northern Youth Parliament of Nigeria, which was the anchor we used to organize this. So we thank all of you. We thank everybody. We regret most sincerely and humbly request that you relate our condolences to the our last speaker who lost his dear wife. So please may her soul rest in peace. And we continue to let you know that you are free to join us, even if the day you're not a guest speaker. Once it is 8 o'clock, you're free. And once you request for the link, you can always come. You can always contribute something, whether you're a guest speaker or not. So we also expect to see a lot of Northern followers in this page when you live here, so that we know that an impact is being created. So God bless you. My name is Chinedu Anichi, your one and only celebrity CSO, and I remain the CEO of Chinedu Anichi TV, United States of America. Thank you, and God bless you. See you Wednesday next week. God bless you. So, my people, we have rounded off for today, and we are thanking our people for those of you who came to watch. We are done with the Hausa program, and we are now facing ourselves. I'm thanking all those of you who are not part of the Northern that decide to come to give listening ears to our speakers. I thank you for all your comments. I thank you for everything. Please, God bless you. Chidebere Modo, how are you doing? Omalicha Ogo, how are you doing? Ogo. Martin Uche, how are you doing? Nena Gospel, UC Onyeka, Beauty, Mazi Emeria East, J. Francis Nwachukwu, Debbie Polite, Ifeanyi Chukwu Media, Ijoma Leonard, and others. So I thank you. Please share this live video. For those of you who will be watching offline, continue to advocate for peace in Northern Nigeria and the entire Nigeria. That's the essence of the program today. God bless you. Remember, I am your one and only celebrity CSO, Chinedu Anichi, streaming live from the United States of America. Always follow. Don't forget to follow us. Each time we are doing this program, we are streaming live both on YouTube and Facebook. If you go to YouTube now in Chinedu Anichi TV, you will see us. You go to Instagram, Chinedu Anichi, written together, you're going to see us. Thank you. We thank all those people who are sponsoring us, those people who are gingering us, those people who are encouraging us, especially our leaders, our admins in different WhatsApp groups in different states in Nigeria, and those of especially the Otogon soccer people in all over the world under the Nsoka indigenous in diaspora. So, especially their chairman, the mayor of Thailand. I greet all of you. I thank everybody. I thank Nkoli Wansuka, our sister. I thank Nani Boy, MC Kokoli. I am the Bioko of Ebonyi State, Dan Amala of Imo State, Peace Mass Transit, that is Chief Dr. Samuel Maduko Onyeshi, and others from different parts of the world that are supporting what we're doing. God bless you, God bless you, and God bless you. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. the same time. God bless you. Okay. God bless you. See you next time.